So, I was about done with my video when this happened yesterday. Oh, come on. Really?
Here we go again.
Hey guys, welcome to Crimson Wonders. I'm Crimsy, and since it is spooky season, today we shall draw black and white horrors while discussing the most grey of topics, such as what is the madness surrounding Spill? Are quote-unquote fake channels taking over YouTube? And why should you even care about any of this? And so much more, but not that much more. Of course, by the title, you know that I am talking about the insidious insertion of snaky corporations within our common YouTube space. But like, what's new about that, will you ask? Rightly so. The entertainment industry and corporations owning TV shows, news channels, documentaries, reality shows, etc. All these big fishes have been crossing over to YouTube for quite a while now, because they know TV is not where the party's at no more, and the views here are pretty damn good. So everyone wants a piece of that giant money cake with extra advertiser frosting that is YouTube right now. Thing is, up until now it was pretty easy to tell apart the big fish from the small fry, because one, when you are a big corporation with a considerable budget, you tend to flaunt it around like a hula hoop enthusiast at a nudist beach dance-off. Sorry for that image, by the way. But yeah, basically you want everyone to know that you mean business. And two, corporations never crossed over to areas of YouTube where individual creators thrived best. The genres most people consider to be the core of YouTube itself, like the gaming, drama, beauty, art, commentary, and animation communities, just to name a few. And those are so niche and disconnected from TV that it must be somewhat too alien and risky for these corporations to dip their toes in, considering their background of expertise. And this is when Spill comes into play. Spill is a drama channel created a year ago by, well, the girl behind the voice of Spill, or so I thought. She was just like all of these other animation channels, but whose interests landed more on the drama side of YouTube, unlike every other animation channels out there. She might have had a helper or two. You know, animation and editing take a hell of a lot of time, and she was very, very prolific. But all things considered, I fully believed she was one of us. An individual creator with a passion, a dream, and no social life whatsoever. And so believe dozens of thousands of other people, by the way. So I'm not the only single silly goose out there, okay? I mean, look at her cute little avatar. The pale white face, the crimson red cheeks, the short black hair, the eyes devoid of soul, staring straight into the void of the... What's this? No, I'm not talking about you, Billy. Go away. Anyway, the gist of it is simply that she looks like a pretty normal college girl that's putting extra work into her videos and that wants to remain anonymous. That's the cute avatar. Lots of animators on YouTube do it. There's nothing new there. So then what's all the madness surrounding Spill? Well, here's the kicker. Spill is actually a made-up fictional character, not an avatar representing an actual person. Spill, the character, is voiced by a girl named Taylor, who is an employee of AWED Corp, an online media company that's been around for few years now, I guess, and not only does she not own the channel Spill, but Spill is actually a test project for the company in an attempt to reach a viral status online. I'll talk about why this detail bothers me later on, but for now, let's just say that Spill was not their first attempt at becoming viral by any means, as shown in their latest 41-minute freaking long backstory video that I did skip through some parts of it, but I did get the gist of it. And nor was it their last attempt either. The Spill channel picked up so much steam that now, on top of having almost 1 million subscribers there, they also own and manage 3 other channels. You have Brew, the conspiracy, mystery, science-y channel. You have Grill, the angry commentary channel, and you have On the Hill, the animation channel featuring all of these characters and stories together. All those channels share a very similar art style, format, and editing style as well. But wait, what's this? Wait a second there.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
They now have a 5th channel called Chill that is barely 4 days old and has uploaded a lofi hip-hop mix 9 hours ago. Okay, then I guess they're making music now too, apparently. Beep bitty boop. So anyway, now you have a bunch of channels that have been unveiled to be owned by the same company and managed by their employees. So what happened is that people started calling those quote-unquote fake channels, while other people who really enjoy their content think they're legit channels, and thus the battle between the real YouTubers and the fake corporate ones ensued. Since then, the public opinion has shifted 3 times, like a mad weather vane during a storm. It was a bit crazy. So I'll give you my sweet and salty take on everything. Well, first up, did Spill lie about their identity to millions of people? No, they did not. What they did, though, is highly imply that Spill was a college girl working in a room, and they never implied anything otherwise. Like she was a fictional character, or that she wasn't supposed to represent the girl behind the voice of Spill. And they did also borrow a format of video editing that is very similar to all the animation channels out there, which are in fact owned and managed by individuals. So it's only normal that people would be assuming at this point that Spill was managed by a person. By not saying something outright does not make it a lie, of course, but the omission of the truth, which is misleading in nature and, let's just admit it, totally a strategic move on Spill's hand, no matter how people try to twist this one, it is. By first connecting with the audience as Spill and establishing a bond of trust, it made the quote-unquote coming out of the company a lot easier to swallow, and it's pretty foolish to think it was not done on purpose. Are they evil for doing so? No. They're just acting like any corporation would do, by being devious and completely number-driven. But I digress. I would bet, let's just say, I would bet my most precious finger that they knew very well what they were doing all this time. And it's a no-brainer in my opinion, but let's move on. So, are fake accounts taking over YouTube? Well, no, they're not. YouTube is still mainly ran by individuals as we speak. But is there a potential for them to take over eventually? Well, yeah, totally. With people seemingly welcoming Spill with open arms inside the drama community, who knows what other company could feel inspired to tip their toes in these communities as well. There's money to be made here, after all. Lots and lots of it. And that's all the motivation a company needs, really. And lastly, why should you, my lovely watcher, why should you care about any of this then? Well, now this depends on each and everyone's individual values and morals. Maybe quote-unquote fake channels are not taking over YouTube, but corporations on the other end most definitely are. Unless you haven't been paying close attention to what's going on YouTube lately, in which case I will refer you to this clever video by Nerd City. But if you do keep up with everything, then you know that YouTube is not an even playing field for everyone. Not by a long shot. It's been proven times and times again that there's a clear bias towards corporations on YouTube. Again, I will refer you to this amazing video by Coffee Break if you seek the raw statistics. Just give it a watch, it's super interesting, but basically, corporations get more ads, they get better ads, they barely get demonetized, and they need just about 10 or 11 times less views and likes to wind up recommended on the trending tab of YouTube than it takes for an individual creators to end up there, resulting in them pretty much owning the trending tab at this point. Of course, I'm talking here about the huge advantage given to the traditional medias by YouTube. And it is important to mention that Spill is not part of this group, as it is a much smaller company that didn't have any success prior to creating Spill, and who does get demonetized a lot. So they didn't just come to YouTube riding the golden corporate train of YouTube bias, and they did work hard to make their videos and earn those subs, and they do create quality content. That's all the props that I can give to Spill. My point here is not about whether or not you should watch Spill's videos, enjoy their content, or like what they do, or who they present themselves to be, etc. My point is that, big or small, corporations are in fact taking over YouTube. And viewers like you, pretty face that you are, should be mindful of the effect this has not only on the platform itself, but on all of us YouTubers as well. You might think some YouTubers are jumping the gun on Spill, that they're acting out or feeling threatened, but who could blame them? For some YouTubers, this is their livelihood. They've been working for years to get where they are, and YouTube has never been as unstable as it is right now. Everyone knows YouTube is favoring corporations over creators, so why would it be any different for Spill? Hell, I feel threatened at the top of my 58 subscribers, and I am working for free right now. Anyway, the last thing I wanted to touch and talk about is a bit more controversial, but here goes. It kind of bothers me how everyone is putting Spill on a high pedestal because of their 41 minutes backstory video, and people are calling that inspirational and so professional, and they're pretty much acting like it's not exposing how clout chasing this company has been since its inception. I know Spill said in their first counter video that Spill was a two-people passion project, but let's be honest here. If Spill didn't work out, would they still be investing in it at this point, considering their history of jumping from project to project and dropping them one after the other if they don't reach a viral status quick enough? No. To me, it's obvious that Spill is as much of a passion project to them as any of their other failed attempts at becoming viral. And if Spill didn't become viral, as it is now, it would have ended like all their other abandoned channels, they would just have moved on to something else, to another potentially viral idea. I know, because they say it themselves in their video. They said it, that they were trying to make one website and one channel after the other, and becoming viral is all they ever cared about. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be a rant, but I guess I'll finish this video by saying that you, my lovely watcher, should be aware that, unlike what some of you may think, your eyeballs have value, and not only on the black market. Everyone on this platform is fighting to get your eyeballs' attention, and your eyeballs are literally funding this platform. So if you, the owner of said eyeballs, are funding a drama channel owned by a company who manufactures content like hotcakes for the sake of just corporate greed, I guess. Well, let's say it's not corporate greed, let's say it's just to make viral videos. Then at the very least, corporate greed or not, at the very least, you should be aware of it and choose to do so willingly, and not be made aware of it as they nearly have reached 1 million subs. It's almost like someone pretending to be vegan to get extra points with people at a vegan party, but then they were like, hey, I actually ate meat this whole year, I hope you won't be upset, I didn't think it was relevant to mention it to you. It's just unnecessarily disingenuous. And meanwhile, most people wouldn't even care about the corporation status if that was the only issue, and they own this from the start. But the initial lack of transparency and apparent dishonesty is what people are actually bothered by. And I can agree with the feeling on that matter. If you offer your eyeballs to them, then you should not be tricked into thinking you're supporting a college student working extra hard on her videos, when it's actually a team of people with unknown agendas and identities working behind the scenes. All of you eyeball owners out there, you have the responsibility to decide what succeeds and what fails on this platform. You are the jury, the judge, and the executioner. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, don't give your eyeballs to greedy corporations. Give them to me instead. I promise I have no secret corporate history to hide, that I know of, and I make zero profit out of doing this. So my only sin really is to be spending way too much time on these illustrations, especially for a video I wasn't even sure I would make, in fear of whatever backlash I could receive. But then I remembered, hey, I have no reputation yet to ruin, so I'll probably receive more backlash from my shower drain tonight than I could get from this video alone. And here we are. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far, thank you so much. I am currently trying to come back from the dead after being gone for over a month because I got a new job and now I can't manage my time at all. And besides that, I will probably be making a new Monster Girl video for Halloween, and I'm really excited to try to get this train going again. But in any case, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. Try to find it in your heart to leave a comment if you want to give me your opinion on what's going on with Spill. If you have never heard about this thing, then what's your opinion about corporations making, several channels all over YouTube in different genres? Do you think it's threatening for YouTubers? Do you think everyone's gonna be just fine? I would be really happy to read those comments. And of course, if you are new here and you do enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe. That would be really nice. It would very much help out the channel in general. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great, stupid day. What am I saying? Au revoir.